Amigas, today on the Blackstone, we're going to make a juicy torta de asada. For my meat, I am going to use ranchera meat. I love it because it's nice and thick and will make your torta taste amazing. And of course, with our torta, we can't forget a salsa molcajete. When I make these tortas, they do not last more than 3 minutes in our house. Ready? Let's make them. For the torta, we do need to season our ranchera meat. To season my meat, I am going to use some olive oil. After my oil, I am also going to go in with my Jugo Maggi. I like to add my wet seasonings first. That way that my dry seasonings are able to stick onto my meat. I do want to go in with my Blackstone Tequila Lime seasoning. And of course, we have to add our meat seasoning to give your meat the meaty flavor. And you know that I put garlic in everything, whether it's a garlic cloves or garlic powders. Now it's time to give it a good little mix. I do not wear my gloves. I don't mind getting a little dirty. And of course, I do like to marinate my own meat. You can buy it at the carniceria already marinated, but if you want it to taste authentic, follow my steps, baby. Now that we're done marinating our meat, it's time to go wash these hands, so I'll be right back. Now let's get into a molcajete salsa, of course, with our torta. Wait, the word of the day today is torta. Say it with me. Torta. Not the torta with the red hot Cheeto fingers like me, but the torta that was originated from
the city of Puebla, Mexico.
For my salsa molcajete, I am going to add some oil onto the griddle. I'm gonna rub in my oil with my spatula just to make sure we get it everywhere. For this salsita, I am going to use red tomatoes. I love me some red tomatoes just because it helps create that balance between your chiles. And now let's not forget to add our chiles serranos. I love using chiles serranos just because they are really spicy, and I love my food spicy. Once my tomatoes and my chile serrano are on my griddle, I can't forget to add my garlic. I am going to use my hand, my little Mexican hands, to flip my tomatoes while they get nice and charred. We're going to cover up our veggies, and we have to give it that Cajun cook.
Swish!
No. Because our tomatoes and chiles are a little thick and we needed them to char, but also get soft inside. We do have to wait a little bit, so we'll be right back. I do like to garnish my salsa with some cilantro. It sounds like I can hear my veggies calling. It looks like our tomatoes and chiles are almost done. Let's add our veggies to our molcajete, okay? Add some water so that we're able to mash our garlic, and the garlic is going to release all the juices, amigas. Now let's add our chiles. We always want to go in with our chiles first. We're going to grab our chiles by the tip. Now let's add our tomatoes. They're ready to be mashed. These tomatoes are still holding all of the juices in, which is exactly what we want so that our salsa can be juicy, but yet chunky. Since our salsa is done, I gave it a little try, and it needs a little bit of salt, so I'm gonna sprinkle a little more salt into it. It's really spicy. And last but not least, before adding our cilantro, I do have to add some Knorr chicken bouillon.
Chicken bouillon!
Chicken bouillon just gives it that authentic flavor that we're looking for. I guess even more authentic than what it is already. And last but not least, our cilantro. Our salsa is now done. Is it chunky? Check. Is it spicy? Check. And is it perfect for my word of the day?
Torta!
Yes, it is. Now it's time to start cooking up our meat for our torta. How do you say it?
Torta!
Yeah, I'm going to throw my meat in the griddle. It's been marinating for about 20 minutes. We're going to cook our meat for about 4 minutes on each side. I am cooking my meat on high just because I like my meat charred. Just like my salsa, I love that smoky flavor. And if you don't like your meat charred, you could cook it for about maybe 6 minutes on each side, but put it on medium and it'll still taste amazing. Looks like our meat is close to being done. Oh my goodness! Wow. Let me see you do a spin. Okay, can you say torta? Ready? Torta! Our meat is officially done. Wow, tell me that doesn't look good. Have you ever seen? Whoa, Mom. Have you? Are you serious? You guys didn't do that as a kid?
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Is our meat still juicy? Let's let CJ decide. Let's let our friend CJ decide. He has to put it in the comments and let us know. So you already know, before anything, I have to give my meat a...
Taste test.
Oh yeah. This is really juicy.
Can I try it, Mama?
You want to try it? Okay. You have to tell me if it's good or nasty.
Okay.
Is it good? Let's see. Tell me if it's good. How is it? We do have to cut our meat into bite size, you guys. I don't want to add the big strands into my torta. Now that our meat is chopped into bite sizes, I'm going to cut my bolillo in half. I'm going to cut it through the middle, just like that. To my bolillo, I am going to add some mayo. Once we throw our bolillo onto the griddle, the mayo will make the bread get a little crispy. I'm going to set my bolillo down and chop up my lettuce because to my bolillo, I am also going to add some lettuce and some onion. Now it's time to start building our torta. To make sure that my torta was nicely assembled just the way that I like it, I added my meat, lettuce, onion, tomato, and of course my sour cream, queso cotija, and my salsita. It is so good, you guys. It looks so good. I cannot wait to try it. Now it's time for a taste test. Ready? Babe, you need to try it. This is so good. It's gonna make you speak Spanish.
No, it's not.
Back.
Let me see. Esta torta es delicioso.
I told you.
Estoy hablando en español. Ayúdame.
Yes, for this recipe and more, visit blackstoneproducts.com. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoy. Provecho, amigas. Bye. Love you guys.